Alright guys, today we are going to start your next unit for work studies, which is personal finance. Today we're going to be talking about the first dot point, which is managing an income. Alright, so under that we have understanding the pay advice statement. So today we're going to look at different things like wage rate, hours worked, gross income, income tax rates, tax payments that you make, your net income, superannuation contributions, and other deductions. Okay. All right, let's get into it. So what we have here, you'll see we've got a couple different examples of pay slips. I'm going to try to refer back to these a little bit as we go, just so you guys can see what I'm talking about. So the first thing we've got is your wage rate. So this is how much you get paid per hour. So if we look over here, Henry Dorr gets paid $32.25 an hour. If we look down at this one, the hourly rate, oh, I think I've just gone over it. Get rid of that. Just here at $10.35 an hour. Okay. The next part we've got is the hours worked. So this is how many hours you have worked. So here we see Henry Dorr has worked 45 hours, 0.6. And over here we've got the hours at 35, just here. Okay. So that's always, so however many hours you work times by your wage rate will give you what we call your gross income. Okay, so your gross income is the amount you get paid before the deductions come out. So if we look over here, the amount that Henry gets is $1,470.60. Okay, so that's what we would call his gross income. So the next part we've got is income tax rates, tax payments, and net income. So the income tax rates that we've got over the side, basically what this means is you can see here the different levels, okay? So these are all different income levels that people get paid. And you can see on the right-hand side here, when you're at a different level of income, you get taxed differently to other people, okay? So once you go up, or sorry, you see here, if you earn between $0 and $18,200, you won't have to pay any income tax, okay? Then if you earn from above that to $37,000, you have to pay 19 cents for each $1 over $18,200, okay? So you can see as you go further up, you have to pay more tax for the more income that you earn. The next part, the tax payments. So when we talk about this, you'll see down on this pay slip that the tax deductions for, I'm not sure who this one was again, for John Smith, right here under deductions, this first part, tax. So that's how much money, what's his name, John has had to pay tax. Okay, so he doesn't actually physically pay that. It comes straight out of his tax before he gets it. Now this last one, net income. So this is the one that you really want to know. Okay, so this is the money left after all the deductions have come out that you get to take home with you. Okay, so you can see here that John, where is it? I've gone blind. Total gross pay, so the money that he first got paid, 434 minus his deductions of 88.80, and his net pay is left with 34.70. Okay. Alright, so the last slide we've got today is your superannuation contributions and other deductions. So you should all know by now that the superannuation contribution is a compulsory payment made by your employer to your superannuation fund. So at the moment, your employer must pay 9.5% of your total wage to your superannuation fund. And we all know that that's the money that's set aside for you when you retire from work, I should say. Okay, so over here we've got another example of a payslip. So we're going to use this to talk about the other deductions. Okay, so here we've got Gary Brown from the Defence Force, and we're looking for his other deductions. So you can see just here where it says deductions, and then we've got three different things. So there's the military superannuation benefit, living in accommodation charges, and living in utilities charge. So these are things that have come through for his work, and in order to use those things, he pays for them straight out of his pay. So they're the deductions. The next one I've got there, I've just added on there because it can be another deduction, is the salary sacrifice, okay? What we are talking about here is basically paying for something straight out of your pay. Sorry, the truck goes past. Paying for something straight out of your pay so that you lower your taxable income, so you get taxed at a lower rate, and you still get all the benefits from paying for that service. So it might be for a car, it might be for rent, or anything like that. Another one that you guys will probably have in a few years' time when you start getting paid will be things like a HECS debt. Okay, so your HECS debt comes straight out of your pay once you earn over a certain amount. All right, that'll do. Nice short one to start off with, guys. Thank you.